How do you start when you're holding the mic? Yo, hvað la frétta? My name is Arnaldur, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a photographer and a filmmaker from Iceland. I recently managed to get this channel to more than 5,000 subscribers. Thank you. Now, this is not the first channel that I managed to do it with. My other channel that I don't really post that much on anymore is also at 5,000. So I feel, that I have some sort of authority when it comes to this. Today is gonna be a good video. I'm very excited. I'm gonna share with you everything that I know about building a YouTube channel. I'm gonna divide this into a few tips and I'll leave timestamps down below. There's gonna be like from simple stuff like creating a niche all the way down to more heavy stuff like CEO. And then in the end, I'll share with you a little secret for you. Anyways, if you could smack that like button for me, it would really help me out. And consider subscribing. Without further ado, let's dive into the first tip. All right, so the first thing you need to do is establish a niche. What is your channel about? And why should people subscribe to your channel? You see, you don't want your channel to be too all over the place, because people come and subscribe to your channel based on the subject they're talking about that interests them. If you are talking about skydiving and then I don't know, poetry, some people will come because of the skydiving, others will come because of the poetry. And your channel become very, very thin. It's better to focus on a subject that you like. Like this channel right here, this is about photography, filmmaking, and me. So I can create vlogs and all sorts of stuff around it, but mainly it's about those subjects. And that's why people, come to the channel. You can say that there are two types of content. You have information and then you have entertainment. So which one is your about? If you can do both, that's great. Then you have more content. So in a nutshell, you can say that you establish a niche so you can gather like-minded people that are interested in your subject that you talk about together on your channel. And the most important thing is to enjoy the subject. Enjoy the subject that you talk about. It doesn't matter what it is, because there is, I kid you not, whatever weird hobby you have, there are gonna be a bunch of people that have the same hobbies. It's just like that. So talk about what you like and start building that channel. All right, so tip number 2 is to create searchable content. This is designed for searchable content. In the beginning, nobody knows who you are. I'm telling you, nobody knows who you are. So if you're just creating random videos, chances are that nobody's gonna see them. But if you create searchable content, they are gonna pop up when people are typing, they're searching for something, all of a sudden you are there. So think about what you're creating and think, is this searchable? Tutorials are great for this because they are, in the nature of them, is searchable. People are searching for something and your tutorial comes up. But there's a reason why my photo vlogs have the lens that I'm using and then the camera and then the name of whatever I'm doing, because people will be searching for the lens and the camera. So keep that in mind. Probably the best tip that I can give you in the beginning, all tip is the best tip, but this is a great tip, is to keep in mind that create searchable content. All right, so tip number 2, I'm gonna take off the glasses. Isn't there a lot of reflection here? So tip number 2 is consistency. I cannot stress this enough. I'm gonna say it one more time. Consistency, 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 consistency is the key. On YouTube and all social media, you need to create content consistently. You need to create it consistently. Stick to it and keep creating a lot of content. You need to create a lot of content. You hear what I'm saying? How often I'm saying this? Because it's true. You need to create a lot of content. I see so many people that are started on the platform, been here for a few months, and then all of a sudden stop because they can't push, through. Get ready to create, put in so much work that nobody's gonna see. That's just how their life of it in the beginning. But you need to push through and create a lot of content. Now, also try to create the best content that you can, while still not, get hung up on creating it perfect. I really like Peter McKinnon's quote that it's done is better than perfect. It's so on social media, I think that is perfect, because on social media, I really feel it's quality and quantity. Try to create the best video that you can and put in the extra work, but don't get hung up on making it perfect. Upload it, learn from it, and get on to the next video. We will need the computer for the next tip, which will be the CEO. But tip number 4, this one now, is titles and thumbnails. Now, in the next section, I'll go more into titles, but for now, know that they're important. You need to write engaging titles that, you know, make people want to click them, but also have, you know, some keywords in them so they will show up in the search engines. Now, for thumbnails, like, it's the first thing that people see, so they need to be good. You need to spend time on creating good thumbnails. But not only that, what I also do, if I know that a subject, like I have a tutorial in my mind, like for this one, then I go and check the competition, because there are always going to be some other person that has created a video that you are going to create, almost like, especially if it's tutorial. And then I check the highest videos, and I see, okay, these two thumbnails look like this. Can I make my thumbnail different? So I'm trying to differentiate from the competition. And on top of that, I spend a lot of time in doing thumbnails. I don't take screenshots, I take photos, and I recommend that you do it too. There's a guy named Peter Lindberg. His thumbnail game is insane. Take a look at this. Like, this is so good, and everything is consistent. And I saw an interview with him, and he said that he spends 2 to 8 hours on each thumbnail. No wonder that he is killing it. He took his channel from 5,000 to 150,000 in 6 months. It's not just because of the thumbnails, but his thumbnail game is So keep that in mind. Try to make the best thumbnails that you can. Mic check, 1, 2. All right, so tip number 5, now this is 10, 5, is CEO, search engine optimization. I feel like I'm always bowing down to the mic. I'm like hunching down. So this is a pretty heavy subject. It requires a whole video. If you want me to create a whole video where I share like everything I know about this, let me know in the comments down below. But now I'm going to try to do this quickly, only like touching on the most important parts to get you going, okay? All right, so your goal is basically to get YouTube to rank your videos as high as possible. And you do that by using tags, you use the title, and you have descriptions. These are the words, and the words you write there will let Google know, you know, where to rank it. And you're trying to find keywords that have a lot of attraction, a lot of traffic, but low competition, okay? So usually I start like this. I have a title that I know kind of what I want the video to be, but I might change it, because I write that, my original title, and then I go down here to the tags. I start with the tags, and basically I'm searching for long tail keywords. A long tail keyword is just a combination of words that make a keyword. Instead of writing just Sony, like there is no way that you can rank high with just Sony. So I'm trying to find, as I said, a combination of words that have a lot of traffic but low competition that will enable me to rank high when people search for, because that's where you get the attraction, okay? Now, how I find this, I use special types of programs, because really, if you don't have a program that tell you how much traffic there is in competition, you're like blind. You don't know, you know, how do you know how many searches are on this specific keyword without having that? So I've tried a bunch of different types of programs. The one I use now is TubeBuddy. The basic is free, but if you want, like, I pay for like the cheapest one, and it allows me to get full benefits of the Keyword Explorer, which I think is great and totally worth it. Like, my views have gone up since using that. I'll leave it in the description down below. This is like affiliate link, so if you sign up for them, you will help me out and help me out creating more videos, so thank you for that. Anyways, I start by finding tags, and I usually go to Keywords Explorer. This is a great place, and I just type in anything like, okay, this is a Sony video about Sony A6300 cinematic, and I might go video cinematic, and we might go Sony 18105 f4. Like this, and then you press Explore, and now this program is going to tell you if this is good. You can see here optimization strength is excellent. Often you can see how many searches are. You cannot see it to every single keyword because this is too long, but if it's like more popular, you see like how many searches are on each month, and you have the weighted. This tells you how good it is for your channel, and it scores you. So this is a good keyword for me to target. And then you have unweighted, which is like overall, and here is fair. And I try to find the best I can. And sometimes I find something it's good, and then it can be very good, and then excellent. So I'm just spending a lot of time here finding the perfect combination of words that I can target, okay? And again, I spend a lot of time here, and there is way more to cover. Like this program has, you can go here, it's gonna tell you here you have a bunch of keywords that you might want to use. It has suggested and all that stuff. Now, one tag that I always have is that Icelandic guy, the name of my channel. I keep it in every single video. So if you go here and this here, you can see that here I also have that Icelandic guy. And the reason I do that is because I want my videos to come in the related. So people are watching my videos, and then in the related, if all my videos have the same tag, which is also the name of my channel, the chances of that my video going in the related is much higher. And then, you know, people can, it's more chances than to clicking my videos and keep watching my channel. Now, once I found all the keywords, I go up to the title, and if I found, you know, a keyword that is excellent, I might try to put it in the title and rewrite it and do it a little bit better, okay? And then we do to the description. The description is important, for here you can also put a bunch of keywords in that will also help you rank. For example, you can see here we wrote in the search bar Sony a6300 model photography, and you can see here that here we have Sony a6300 in the title, but also Google is highlighting the words that you were searching for. So here you have your boy Icelandic guy, top page. And here you can see that here we have say Sony a6300, Sony a3300. So it's also using your description. But here it's important that you don't just fill it with a bunch of keywords that don't make sense. You need to like tie them together in human language. Here you go into consumer psychology. So you can see here, I start by just putting the title here, and then I'm writing like, I took my Sony Alpha camera, keyword here, equipped with the Sony, another keyword here, and then on a road trip on Iceland, another keyword, and I did a bunch of landscape and portrait photography, another keyword, and the same thing here. I do the same thing. And again, with the title, it's important to write like an engaging title that people want to click on. Whew. All right, so I think this video won't become too long. But again, if you want me to make a whole video on it, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do that. And also, you have hashtags here. You can put them in the end. I don't think they do a lot of things, but I saw somewhere, I was checking the analytics one day, and I saw that a little views come from them. And I think you can add like around 15 hashtags. So just add them, it don't hurt anything. Yeah, on to the next tip. All right, so tip number 6, I've piled together a few different things that I think are like, they're important, but they're not, you know, the main things. But that is, you know, have a nice YouTube banner that like put a little time into creating a banner that makes sense to your channel. Have a nice profile picture too that also looks nice. And call to action is great. Like if you could please smack that like button. And hey, while you're here, consider subscribing to the channel. Those really work. There are many times when I've been watching, you know, random YouTubers, and they ask me to like the video, and I'm like, of course like the video. I was just not thinking about it, and I smack that like button. Then there are things like tell, you know, your friends and family about what you're doing, and they want to help. So that was tip number 6. All right, so we are almost finished. Here's the last tip, and this is especially good when you are beginning, and that is to engage with other creators. This is a social media. Take part of it. Go and watch a bunch of other different channels and comment. When you are comment to people, you are leaving your name there. Like we've been talking about, nobody knows who you are in the beginning. So get your name out there. Now, what you should not do is spam. You should not go and ask like, check out my channel. Nobody likes that. And you should not do copy paste. Those are like selfish things that you should not do, and avoid them. Will not work. What does work is like really watching what other people are doing, leaving a meaningful comment and a like, and maybe you're gonna get some friends there. What you can do is that you can go on a bigger creator in your niche, then you go down to the comments, and then you open up all the people that you think might be, you know, small creators. Boom, you get on them, you watch a video, and you leave a comment. You're helping them because they are small creators and they need comments and they need likes. And you leave a meaningful comment, you watch the video, and who knows, maybe like there are a lot of people I've seen that are like small creators and I'm like, whoa, this person is dope. Like who knows, maybe you see a creator in your city and you're the same size and you start a collaboration. Only thing you need to stay clear of is to copy paste. This cannot be a selfish act. You need to be like, you're not asking for anything in return, but what will happen because you've been nice and you've left a comment that the creators and other people will click that name, and boom, and if you have good videos and good quality content and a lot of it, who knows, maybe they will subscribe. They will subscribe. This really works. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I could manage to make this a little bit entertaining while sharing, you know, things I know that have helped me along the way. And I really, really hope that this will help you. Now it's in your hands. It's with great power comes great responsibility. Anyways, this is it for me. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask in the comments down below. I would promise that I'll do my very best to try to answer, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.